Hello. What what's going on, peeps? Hi, Northern Ireland. Corey, are you gonna cut all your hair off? You know I support it. Join the club, dude. I gotta move this cord real quick so I don't shake you guys around. Hi. Hello. Oh, I can't read your name. Eileen. Hi, Eileen. Glad you're here. Are you gonna do an updo for your wedding? Is that why? Or do you want like just like long hair down? Oh my god, the setup that I have this tiny little like tripod thing for my phone, but it's really not ideal at all. It just like falls and tips really easily. I don't like it. Happy birthday, Brittany. Half up or an updo, cute. Oh, you're a brand new baby makeup artist. Cute. Did you just start? Have you like, how many people have you, it sounds weird. How many people have you done makeup on so far? How many people have you done? Hi, what up? I'm good. I'm getting ready to film some videos, and I was gonna usually like if I'm just knocking everything off my desk right now. Usually I'll just like sit and like do my base first if I'm not filming my base. But I was like, I might as well just like hop on and live stream and like chat with you guys while I do it. You know what I mean? 1 month ago, 20 people in a month. That's fucking good, dude. You're killing it. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thanks, guys. You guys always come in here with like way too many like nice things to say, and it kind of stresses me out a little bit. Hi. Thank you. Definitely UFO, dude. Vivian Westwood knows her shit. So I'm gonna film. I know I'm really late, but I'm gonna film a Pride makeup look using indie brands. So I'm thinking mostly pastels, and it's gonna be like eyes. I'm focusing on eyes because I've been wanting to do that for a while anyway. So I figured it would be nice to kind of combine Pride and that. And yeah, apologies that it's gonna be so late. It's literally the end of June, but I think the last 2 years I missed it completely. So at least I'm doing something. um, and then I'm gonna do a June favorites. I'm gonna film a June favorites, which is a little bit early because like we're still, still have like a week left, but I have too many things already. So I don't know. I always say I'm gonna do monthly favorites, but I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably not gonna. But I'm gonna call it a June favorites, and then whenever I have favorites in a month, it'll be called that month. Yeah, because some of these things I've been using like longer than just June. There's one that I'm so excited to talk to you guys about. Like I'm so fucking excited. It's really exciting. I can't wait. Hi. I see it. So now you have to like and sub. What the fuck? Hi Terry. How you doing? All right guys, I'm gonna start putting my makeup on. My skin's, I don't know if you can tell, freaking out. So if you were here in the last live stream, I was talking about how I was kind of switching some things up because I'd been dealing with a little too much irritation from trying to up my tretinoin, and instead of going down a strength, I was like, oh, maybe I should just like try the prequel retinaldehyde, and just get off tretinoin and try something like really gentle and then kind of like work my way up, and not like really gentle. It's like I felt like a good, not just like switching to a retinol or whatever. Felt like a good like happy medium kind of, and my skin lost its mind. It lost its mind. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I did get my prescription brought down to 0.025. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going back to doing that 3 nights a week. And then I'm going to slowly build that up. And we're going to see how that works. Now, my skin probably was just freaking out because I switched things too quickly, but also maybe not. Like, I am congestion prone. So I don't know. Okay, question about tazarotene. Like, I've heard isn't it stronger for acne than tretinoin? And my worry is tretinoin has caused flakiness. So if it's stronger than that, what I'm worried about is that like my skin barrier, it's going to be harsher on my skin barrier. Thank you. I'm glowing because I've got good skincare on, okay, and good lighting. That's why I'm glowing. That's why I'm glowing. But look at all this. It's a mess. It's such a mess. So I sometimes I get very like I'll like if this happens to my face, I'm like, I don't really want to film right now, but I figured I would do it, and better to just show you guys straight up so that you can see how I work through it when shit's happening. You know what I mean? Like when shit's going down on your face. You know what I mean? Oh God. Yeah, that's a mess. I like definitely like there's so many skincare products that you can't use. Like they always say, like basically like if you're pregnant, you can't use any skincare products. Like you can't use anything. Like what do you use? Like all the good things, all the things that like do the things you can't use. I don't know what the alternatives are. Really annoying though. Okay. You're disgusting. Fuck off. Sorry guys, there's always a chance that some creep is gonna work their way in here. I'm taking my rings off, even though they were really fabulous, because I'm gonna get a bunch of crap all over me. Foundation and such, and I don't want to ruin them. I think I'm gonna try this foundation. It's a little too dark for me, but because my skin is so messed up right now, I kind of want to try the Bare Minerals liquid foundation, which I think I tried like a while back. It's the Skin Perfecting Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade 10 or Fair 10 Warm. But I do think it's like maybe a little, maybe just a little bit. It doesn't look too bad there, but I think it's maybe like a shade too dark or half shade too dark. And it's definitely a little bit more on the orangey side. So like if you're a fair olive, like that's not happening. You know what I mean? I mean, sorry, if you're like a neutral, cool olive, it's probably gonna look way too orange on you, just full disclosure. And I'm gonna use this Refer sponge, excuse me. Refer made sponges and they are so soft. It's like really, really nice. Anyway, I think they have like a few different sizes. They have like a teeny tiny one, little one as well. I've been talking a little bit about how I want to get like more into Bare Minerals, mostly just because of the like skin benefit. And I think I mentioned this a while back, but a friend of mine who was extremely acne prone when we were growing up, um, I wonder if she ever did like Accutane or any of those things, because her skin looks beautiful to me now. But she's a long distance friend, so I haven't had a chance to like ask her. But anyway, she worked at a I think it was at a Bare Minerals store, or maybe she was like represented Bare Minerals for Sephora. I can't remember honestly. But she was like, you don't understand, it like makes my skin, it's like the only stuff that my skin loves, like the skincare and the makeup. And so I've always been kind of like, oh, I want to get into Bare Minerals, but like as an olive person, it's so hard. Like there's certain brands that like the products you're interested in, you want to try them, but the colors are just completely wrong. So this is actually not completely terrible. It definitely is. I mean, like in this, you know, the phone is not going to be showing you like every little detail, but um yeah, it's not completely horrible, but it is definitely like ever so slightly more orangey, like a slightly more orangey. You know what I mean? I don't want to do Accutane at all. Yeah, I don't want to do Accutane. I don't want to have to do a medication. And I know that it like dries out your skin like crazy. Um, But I mean, yeah, no, I really don't want to. If I could avoid that, I really would like to, but I definitely feel like my skin's gone through some serious, like, I don't know. I was gonna say evolutions. It feels like devolutions, but like, yeah, lots of different stages of breaking out. I mean, right now, I do think that like what's happening currently is a reaction to switching things up so abruptly. So I'm not like so freaked out about it. Like, I just think that I need to give it a little bit of time to sort of reset. Um, and like worst case scenario, like my skin was a hell of a lot better when I was on my last routine. So like, yeah, I feel like I have faith that once I get back to, oh, sorry, I hate you guys with my mirror. Once I get back to like a regular tretinoin schedule, I think it'll be a lot better. And because I've gone back down to 0.025, I think hopefully the irritation will subdue and I'll be able to get up to 5 nights a week. I think one of the problems that I had when I was initially beginning tretinoin on a lower strength is I always kind of had this idea that I needed to work up to like the high, like 1%. You know what I mean? Like I always thought that like, oh, that's the goal, like is to work your way up. And so I think I continuously sort of like pushed towards um 0.05. Wait, 0.05, right? Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, 0.05. Yes, thank you. Can't do math. So I think I intentionally pushed myself to a higher strength, thinking that like that was going to be better. But now like all the dermatologists talking about how like in terms of anti-aging and also like acne treatment, that like 0.025 is just fine. It's fine. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna stick to that and just continue to remind myself to just stick to that and not like kill my my skin barrier. You can go fuck yourself. Okay. Um. Blah blah blah. Sorry. Going back and looking through things that I missed. Okay, so if anyone is wondering, am I peeling anywhere? No. Okay, everything looks all right. If anyone is wondering, I was using the Bare Minerals foundation in the shade Fair 10 Warm. Let's do some contouring. Yeah, exactly. The idea that consistency is more important than strength. I feel like I'm like, let's just keep that in mind. Like continue to remind myself of that. And luckily I've just like watched, I know like Dr. Dre just came out with a video about that, and then like I think a few other dermatologists have talked about that specifically recently, which is very useful when it's just like it's repeated, because sometimes you'll see like one video or something like one time, but then like other experts aren't talking about it, and so you just don't really like take it as seriously, or I don't know. It's hard to get rid of those like all or nothing kind of I don't know, expectations, I think, around things. And especially with skincare, it's like such a bad it's like such a bad mindset to have. Even just getting myself to use an actual pea-sized amount of tretinoin took years. It took years, you know. Thank you. Have I tried the Refi? No, I bought the Refi skin tint and I have not tried it yet. I heard it's better for dry skin. but you peel. Interesting. Scared it's oil. Yeah, CL was definitely too oily for me, which is unfortunate. But no, I haven't tried it yet, and I have it, and I need to. So thank you for reminding me. I do need to do that soon. I feel like I've mostly seen people say good things about it, but I don't know. If you end up trying it first, you gotta let me know what you think. What's my nationality? I mean, I'm American, but I obviously look extremely Eastern European, which is why everybody's always like, "Are you Romanian? Are you Russian?" I'm half Lithuanian and half just like England people. You know what I mean? People from England. Oh, I know, the warehouse fire. Oh my god, I saw a photo of it today. It's so bad. Like, oh my god. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Or 2 days ago, I went for a walk and I like wasn't thinking about it and I kind of started to get a headache, like a little bit of a headache, and I was like just feeling like a little like fuzzy or whatever. I'm not near the fire at all. And then like towards the end of my walk, this like little lady was on her lawn just like watering her grass and she was like, "Can you hear the or can you smell the smoke?" And I was like, "What?" And I like wasn't thinking about the fire at all. And then she was like, "From the fire, like do you smell it?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I've just," and I went for such a long walk because I wanted to go for like an hour long walk. I think it was only like maybe it was like 45 minutes or something like that. But I went for a really long walk because I was like, I want to go. Like I want to like I had been sedentary for a while, and yeah. So that was fun. Everybody stay inside. Turn your air purifiers on. Yeah, exactly. Hi from the LA fire. Yeah, the photos of it look so bad though. Oh my god. Are you doing the concealer with the Rare Beauty technique? So I am gonna do that technique today, but I'm gonna try it with the Lisa Eldridge illuminator because someone suggested that. Because the Rare Beauty illuminator is definitely like luminous. You know what I mean? Like you could see some pearl underneath my eyes. Um, so I'm gonna try it with that, which also has a little bit more warmth in it, which I think will be nice. I think it'll mix in well with my color corrector. And I'm actually gonna be trying a different color corrector today as well. Your feet swell from walking too much? I think just being on your feet for a long period of time, like that can happen. Do you guys know your feet get bigger as you get older? It's fucking bullshit. Man, it's fucking bullshit. Okay, 20 minutes on the jawline contour and then we can move on. This is like one of my longest processes. This is the most cool tone contour I've ever come across. It's pretty gray. Well, no, there's more. There's other ones. There's one from Essence that's like pretty close to this. It might be a little bit lighter. This is the Sephora one in Fair Light. But it's the Sephora one is sold out. Really? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Well, it's a good one. Yeah, Essence has one that's very, very gray. It's like in a wand, which I don't love with like the sponge at the top. But I haven't personally tried it yet. But the color is very cool toned. Um, so I can't speak to the formula yet because I haven't tried it. But yeah, the color is like really, really gray. And then obviously my CoverGirl one is like very cool toned, but like in a more green sort of way for all my olive people. If anyone's interested, you know? Your feet. Yeah, dude. I used to be a 7.5 and now I'm an 8, I think. Or I was like a 7, 7.5, and now I'm like an 8. The fuck, bro? The fuck? Wait, what? How does that happen? 8.5 to an 11.5. For real? Do you guys like my nails? Don't they look so nice? We're going to talk about them today. Did you get taller? Yeah, I wish that was a side effect of getting older, getting taller. Like once you're an adult, at least. I kind of want to use a different bronzer. I've been using my Phytosurgeon's bronzer, but I just have so many of them currently. And I feel like I need to branch out a little bit. You know what? Maybe I'll go into Auric. I haven't used Auric in a while. I'm going to use the bronzer from the lightest palette. Daybreak. I haven't used this in a second, but it's so pretty. And since I'm using indie eyeshadow browns, might as well use some indie face browns. Even if just you guys see. Do you like your Sigma? I love my Sigma switch. I have 2 of them right here. I use them all the time. The Sigma switch. You guys don't know about them. I mean, I feel like I talk about them a lot, but like they're so good. You can get the full-sized one for just like on your desk or whatever, and then this is the travel-sized one. I feel like the travel-sized one is fine for like every day though. Because you can kind of like keep going over the same area and it still pulls off product. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's so nice. It really like prevents you from having to like waste paper towels. Because I used to always waste. I always keep paper, like at least one paper towel with me when I'm filming in case I like spill something or to just like wipe my hands off. But for switching your brushes, it's like so useful. Yeah, that's a really nice bronzer. I like that a lot. I haven't used that in a second. It's so like, it's like effective, but it's really, it's quite like, sheer is not the word because it puts color down. It's not one of those ones where you have to like stand there forever trying to build it up, you know what I mean? But it just sort of like melts into the skin. These palettes are so beautiful. I feel like we moved past them too quickly. Like they came out and then, you know, there's so many freaking products out there that people just like, let's just take a second. Can we just take a second? Can we just take a second to appreciate how beautiful this is? Just take a second. Just take a little second. It's so gorgeous. And the box is so beautiful. Oh! Shit. Sorry. I'm gonna need to get a better tripod for this shit at some point. Okay. Do you feel like you're creeping up? No. That won't be the last time that I knock you guys off this little box. It's a pretty janky setup that I have going on right now. The problem is I wanted a smaller, like a desk tripod, and this thing is just like too flimsy. Like it's the base is like it's not heavy enough to like hold a phone, and phones are so heavy these days. I think I got it on TikTok shop. My mistake, you know? That is so pretty. God damn. And it looks really nice over that foundation. I spoke to, I think I mentioned this at some point, but I spoke to some people from Bare Minerals. I went to an event like a little while ago. What the fuck were they launching? Oh yeah, their stick foundation, which is really pretty. Or it's the skin tint, but it's a stick version of it. It is really pretty. I think it's just a little too like wet for my skin. If you have dry skin, you'd probably love it, especially if you want a stick or just like something that's easy for travel or whatever. It's very travel friendly. But I specifically said, I was like, listen, I'm olive and we just need more of those shades. And they were like, we hear you. And I was like, do you? Because I really want to love Bare Minerals. Like, I really do. The older I get, you know? Thank you, Italy. So my last name is pronounced Anele. Anele. It's like Anele. Anele. You can just say Anele. Anele is like close enough. A lot of people say like Anel or Anil. Anil I don't like. Should I pop on a brow or should I do my concealer first? I feel like I'm gonna do my concealer first. Let's mix up a little illuminator for my, actually, I'll save that for a second. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealing just around my face, just like in the areas that need a little bit more coverage. What do I want to use though? Should I just use Kosas? I grabbed a bunch of concealers recently that when I did my little clean out, which by the way, some of those piles still sitting on my floor. I put some away. There's still some stuff just sitting on my floor. Oh, you thought it was an Italian last name? Yeah, so Anele, well, I don't know how they pronounce it in South Africa, but it is a South African name. But it's actually also a Lithuanian name, an old Lithuanian name. I don't think it's very popular anymore. But I remember when I first moved to LA, so random. My first job that I worked out here was at a cosmetic manufacturer, and we hired this model. Um, and yeah, we hired this model who was a Lithuanian model. And I remember her saying specifically, she said that like that Anele was like a very old school Lithuanian name, like probably like what Edith is to us today. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Or like Gertrude. Or does Evelyn count? I feel like I grew up with an Evelyn, with an Evelyn, so it didn't sound as like old to me. But I feel like those are like older names, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Kosas for like the areas of my face that needs like a little bit more. No, do I want to highlight? I'm gonna do just this for like these areas. This is like pretty close to my skin tone, so it's not particularly like brightening, but I think I want to like brighten like this area and then just underneath my eyes. You know? I think I'm gonna use Danessa Myricks brush. Yummy Skin. How do you summerproof your makeup? Oh my god, NYC humidity. I'm thinking of you. It has a lot to do with like not overdoing your skincare. Like obviously you want to make sure that you are prepping your skin properly and using skincare products that like you need to prioritize. But like you don't need, if you're like in the humidity, you really don't need to use like 3 hydrating products, you know? You really want to try to minimize the products that you're using in the daytime for your skincare. Um, you might have to switch up your SPF. Like I have to use a slightly more matte SPF in the summertime if I'm going to be sweaty. And um, you can try. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can try. It really is going to depend on your skin type, though. Like you can try prioritizing powder products rather than creams because creams can tend to melt depending on your skin. And then getting yourself some really good like setting mists using smaller amounts, like really like prioritizing like light layers and setting them with like a good mist. Like I just recently I had a back order or like back stock, I guess, of the Urban Decay All Nighter, the original one. And oh my god, it's so fucking good. So like Urban Decay doesn't make this one anymore, but like just buy the Scandinavia one. It's the same formula. The original Scandinavia mist. This is so good. Like it really just it's what you need. Like it is so incredibly good. And you can mix it in with your concealer, you can mix it in with your foundation, you can lightly mist it over your base once you're finished with it. Like it really that makes a huge difference. You don't necessarily have to use a like a hairspray fixing spray like the L'Oreal one or the like one size one every single time you do your makeup when it's humid, but those also do help, you know. Yeah, see that sounds good, Corey. When your skin isn't dehydrated. keeping things like light, those light layers. When I've recently, like for my skin, it depends, but again, if my skin is not dehydrated, then I typically like will just do a little bit of a serum and then my sunscreen, like in the summer, so that my skin is not like overly oily. Because if you build up too many of those layers, like hydration is important, but I definitely think that there was a time when the makeup style was overly done, overly powdered, overly contoured. Like that was our thing. And I love it and I miss it. But when you're doing that stuff and you're using all of that powder, that's when you really need to like hydrate the skin to like accommodate all of those products on it. So if you're not doing that, then and you're still like overly doing the hydration, it's going to end up just really overdoing your or just overwhelming your skin, I mean. I want to try like really contouring my nose again. One day I'm like, you know what, this doesn't work for me anymore. And then the next day I'm like, I want to do it again. Like I want to really contour it. Because I was looking at old photos of myself when I used to really contour my nose. And I was like, but you know what? The older you get, the more like crooked and like, you know what I mean? Bumps and such. So I don't know. Maybe this isn't the best choice, but I'm going to do it anyway today and we're just going to see what happens. So stupid. Where's my little nose contour brush? Oh, here it is. Yeah, the nose bump is so annoying. Like, look at that. It's so annoying, but whatever. So what I try to do usually is like, I try to keep this like pretty straight. It's obviously a little curved right now because that's the way my nose goes. I'm going to try to like adjust that and then I'm going to gently like blend this down. And this is going to be like way too much for like a little while. But when I go in with my concealer, we'll blend it all together. And I'm actually using a slightly warmer shade than I usually do. I just used a little contour stick from a Tude, which honestly smelled a little bit weird when I opened it. Might be expired. I might regret this, you know? Thank you. I actually do agree with what you're saying about like a different nose giving character. It's like you can be irritated that like, oh, my nose is like harder to contour than other noses, but it's just like, yeah, but it makes me not look like everybody else. And today everybody looks like everybody. Like everyone just looks exactly the fucking same, basically. So I remember when I was younger, I used to think like if I ever got any plastic surgery, I would get a nose job. How crazy is that? And now I'm like, well, why would I ever get a nose job? I would get a facelift. You know what I mean? Which is why you can't, I feel like you have to live with those thoughts for a while because they're probably going to change over time. Okay, that is a little crooked, but it's okay. I'm gonna leave that for now. And then as we do our, look at that line. As we do concealer and stuff, we'll blend it. It looks really silly right now. So for my under eyes, I'm gonna be using a different concealer to color correct because, so I am gonna talk about my nails. I'm gonna talk about my nails in a video today and more information will come. Okay? But I just wanted to give you a little hint. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? Anyway, so I'm going to use Maxine's Revenge. I don't know if you guys have heard of this brand, but This is a really beautiful, this is the French Face concealer. It's for your eyes and face. Like it's supposed to be one of those like multi-use concealers that you can like replace a foundation if you're not like doing a full face of foundation or whatever. Um, my only criticism so far is that I wish there was more shades. I need lighter shades because the lightest shade is maybe half a shade dark for my skin tone. And so it looks nice underneath my skin, underneath my eyes. Um, but it's not something that I like. I like a highlighting, I like a concealer that I can brighten with, you know? So I really, really wish they had more shades. Um, the shade range is relatively limited, I would say, but the formulas are really nice. So I'm going to use Fair Golden, which is obviously not my color, to color correct because it has this really nice kind of like yellowy peach shade to it. And the formula is very nice. It's very lightweight and skin-like. They describe it as stretchy, and I would absolutely agree with that. And I'm going to, I have to mix this up, but I'm going to use the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Elevated Glow in the shade Cosmic Rose. I'm going to mix a little bit of that in with this, just like I did with the Rare Beauty Luminizer in my little glowy under eye tutorial, if you guys saw that. Summer proofing makeup. Which products you suggest? Techniques. I can do that. Okay, I don't know how much of this to use. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did in that video where I use like a little flat brush and just mix these together. So the concept behind this is to just add a little bit of glow essentially to my color corrector. But go watch that video if you want like a deeper explanation because I'm not going to do it right now. My only concern is that this concealer is not insanely like full coverage for like a color corrector, you know? Like it is a very natural finish. And the NARS one that I usually use as my color corrector is very full coverage. But that color actually looks like pretty decent. So yeah, one of you guys suggested the Lisa Eldridge one, and I was like, that's a really good idea. I'm going to try that since I have it. And then someone else actually recommended the one from Say Beauty, which is also like very hydrating and has like very little pearl in it. So if you feel like you watched that video and you were like, oh, I can't use a luminizer like that, it's just going to be like way too intense, trying something that has like a very tiny amount of pearl, like you can customize, you know? But that's actually, it's looking really nice. How fast can you do your makeup? Fast and well? I would say 30 minutes if I absolutely have to. I could probably do it faster than that depending on like what the eye situation is. You know, like am I doing falsies? Am I doing like a creative eyeshadow look? If that's the case, an hour at least. And that's me going really fast. I like to take my damn time. It takes me 20 minutes to do my jawline contour, for Christ's sake, you know? Like, I am very slow. I am not a fast makeup artist at all. Ooh! That looks nice. I like that. It's quite hydrated. Oh yeah, and you can really like see, I mean, I don't know how it looks on my phone right now, but like in person, because my skin is well hydrated, I can see just a little bit of glow mixed in with that. That looks really, really nice. I can't stop looking at the stupid stripe on my nose. I feel like Trixie Mattel. Okay, for my concealer, I'm going to go in with Rare Beauty, which I found the other day. I had been looking for it. 100W. This is going to be my highlighting concealer, and I'm going to use this here and then under my eyes, but I like to place it on the side of my nose and then blend it out. And I have my little cut beauty blender to like push it into the skin if needed, which I always need. Lighten up the side of the nose and then highlight the under eye and then slowly drag it out. And I like to do the side of the nostril, just kind of like cinches all that shit in, you know what I mean? I think that looks nice. I'm using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin number 3 brush to blend this out. I think it's my favorite concealer brush. The shape is really, really good for like really pressing the product into the skin, but it also, something about like how it fans, you can actually get it into those like small crevices, which is always kind of my problem because because my nose kind of goes in this direction, this area is like harder to get into than over here. So I need something that can like get into that smaller area. Glowing. We gotta fix this fucking nose though. This is crazy. Is that your red shirt? Oh yeah, this I have in like 7 different colors, I think. It's my favorite. It's like one of my favorite shirts. It's from Free People, but I don't know if they still have them. I wish I could remember what they were called. I've definitely linked them in videos before. But yeah, the last couple of times that I went to look for them, they only had ones that had print on them, which I didn't like. But they've had these like lace ones with the little like flowers or whatever in like every single color. And yeah, I bought like 7 of them. I have red, green. I have like 2 that are actually like way too similar. Like one's a little more rose, one that's a little bit more copper. I think I have like a cream colored one. Oh, I have like a teal colored one or like a like an aqua. Gorgeous. They're so beautiful and they're perfect. They're amazing for layering. But I like to just wear them on their own when I'm filming. Because like you guys don't see, I am wearing a bra, however, today because I knew I was going to be live streaming. But usually I don't wear a bra when I'm filming. Just so you guys know, if you in case you were wondering. Okay, so now I'm going in and just softening this line. I'm using Nikki's brush and 16, which is probably my like if I had to rank them in terms of my needs, Danessa's probably number 1, but Nikki's is definitely number 2. Like I have always struggled with finding a good concealer brushes. These 2 are really fantastic, like really, really good. What I like about Nikki's for this type of thing is the variation in the bristles really like allows you to do some blending. And I know that she specifically formulated it to have these like longer bristles on the top to like remove creasing from underneath your eyes to like pull out extra product from those lines, which I really, really like. Yeah, Nikki's brushes are amazing. I love them. I really liked Angie, Hot and Flashies. I liked her brush collab with BK as well. She came out with like a ton of like really tiny blending brushes that were really good. Okay. I don't know how that looks. I feel like we softened quite a bit. You know? I think that's good. I think it's good. Okay, I'm happy with my under eyes. I'm very happy with my under eyes. You know? That looks really nice. I'm gonna throw down a little bit of a brow, and then I'm gonna do some spot concealing. I don't know if I'm gonna do blush, because I might include that in the eye video. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do a tiny bit of blush. I should contour my lips. It does look really good, doesn't it? Dude, it's oh, the Nikki brush is the N16 brush. N16. The fuck was I just gonna say? Forgot. I instantly forgot. What was I talking about? I don't remember. If anybody knows, tell me. It's funny, I used to do this so much, and since all the blurry lip liners that have come out, I don't really feel like I need to anymore. I feel like Katie Jane Hughes, all her like lip stylos, they basically like create this effect, and I don't need to do it like it like eliminates a step, you know? But for some reason I feel like doing it right now. So I am. Is my nose peeling? Oh no. Okay, I have teeny bits of peeling. Just teeny bits around my nose. I will admit that I did kind of freak out once my skin started peeling, and I started washing my face with a benzoyl peroxide cleanser again because I was like, I'm so panicking right now. But then I stopped because I was like, wait, relax. You're doing that thing again. You're doing that thing again. But just a little bit of irritation around my nose. You know? All right, I'm gonna, for my brows, funny you ask, I'm gonna try, not try, I've used this a million times, but I'm gonna use the Uptown Arch powder from Model Rock Cosmetics. The one thing I will complain about this, bye, good night, is that like, look at this, look at the packaging. This is such a tiny little circle inside there. Why is there so much plastic? Really unnecessary. But this is a very good brow powder, as you can see. This is blonde, quite cool toned for a blonde. Blonde is usually like fucking orange. This actually, like, if you compare it to, where's my contour shade? It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like too orange. It has that warmth that like a blonde brow might need, but it's not too, it's not like red. It's not red, it's not egregious like the NYX brow pencil in blonde that I used when I was a redhead because it was like straight up caramel. Like it was a straight up caramel color. I don't even know how they could get away with calling it blonde. What I need though is a flat. Oh, here we go. This is from this. This is a Sigma flat definer brush E15 from the Beauty and the Beast collaboration. No idea if this is still available. So I'm gonna use this as my like brow base basically because I was using a pencil, but I was just going through the pencil like way too fast. And I actually shaped my brows last night, which I haven't done in a second. but I noticed that this brow basically it won't grow past here. And this one was growing longer and down, so I just cleaned this one up basically to match this. So I'm just gonna basically shade this under all my brow hairs to create like a fill. I think somebody asked for a brow tutorial. Why are you losing my volume? That doesn't make any sense. It's better now? Dude, maybe I need to get a new phone finally. This phone is honestly dying. Sorry. That is really irritating. Anyway, somebody was asking for an updated brow tutorial. So hopefully they're here today and they can see this. So I usually just like throw a ton of this powder underneath the brow hairs, which already does like a ton, right? And then I'm gonna brush it through, just it'll soften a little bit. And then we'll go in with the soap, and then once the soap is in, everything will be set in place, and then I can see where I need to go in with my brow pen. It's so good, right? I'm telling you guys, Model Rock Cosmetics with their brow products, it's really it's inconvenient because they're Australian. So like the shipping can be expensive if you're ordering to the US at least. Probably everywhere else, I don't fucking know. But like the brow products are unmatched. Like their colors are unmatched. Like even I feel like there are some MAC pencils that I like the formula, but the colors are not correct. They're just not. Like some of the MAC products that are like supposed to be cool tone, they just like pull really, really red. You know? And I feel like that's true of a lot of things. So like this blonde is like incredible. Like it's so beautiful. And then their ash brown is like it's like truly ash brown. Like it's a true ash. It's so amazing. Like they really nailed it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my little spoolie, my Sigma spoolie. I don't know if they still have this. I hope they do because it's like the best spoolie in the entire world. It's the E80. And just brush that through to soften it a little bit. And this is like pretty much has done most of the work. And then once my brow hairs are set in place, then I can like add like just the littlest bits of detail. Thanks, Jill. Jill's the OG up in this bitch. Just so everybody knows. Dude, soap. Game changer. Game changer for eyebrows. It truly is. Glad you're here, Sammy. No, the sound is really low. Sorry, guys. Listen, I will get a new phone soon. I promise. It's something that needs to happen. It's something that really needs to happen. Okay. I'm gonna do some spot concealing and then we'll set. I'm getting a little bit of settling underneath my eyes from like talking and moving. I haven't set my under eyes yet. I do wonder, obviously the illuminator is a little more liquidy, so it's probably gonna affect the concealer formula slightly. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely like well hydrated. And given all the crazy faces that I make, I think it's doing just fine. You know? Oh yay! I'm so glad you love the Lisa Eldridge skin tint. So good. So fucking good, dude. I don't think I've gotten any texts. So I don't think that that's what would happen, but... Oh, really? I mean, that makes sense. If I move far away. I can't bring you any closer or you're gonna fall down. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna okay, I'm gonna spot conceal. So I'm gonna throw some concealers on the back of my hand. Oh my god, hi. Oh, you are from Australia, so you can get Model Raw Cosmetics. Lucky. Eyebrow piercing and lip. I'm probably not gonna do that. Especially after all the fiascos that I've had with my ear piercings. Okay. Truly dark brown eyebrows. Best thing to do is not use a dark brown pencil or pen or powder. Use something much lighter, like a taupe or an ash or something. Because when you like if you have really dark brown eyebrows, if you use a dark brown, it's gonna just make your eyebrows look like blocks. Unless you have incredibly sparse dark brown eyebrows, which I doesn't seem like you have because you didn't specify that, but then you might need two different colors. Like a really light one and then one that's like a little bit closer. Like maybe a taupe and then a medium brown or something like that. But the biggest mistake that I see people make who have like black hair, they'll use like a black eyebrow pencil and it's just like not, or eyebrow pen, and it just makes their eyebrows look like blocks. So you want to think more so about like creating a little bit more of like a stain on the skin to fill in gaps rather than like filling everything in, if that makes any sense. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's like a separate skincare conversation going on that I'm kind of just like interested in, but I'm not. You guys, I feel like you guys have a handle on it, so. But it's just fun to like look over and be like, La Roche-Posay Cicaplast. Did I freeze? Okay, good. Not frozen. This is such a good brush. The mini collection, I don't know if they still have this or if it was like a limited run from Refer, but they did like mini versions of their already small blending brushes. And I use this little 13 mini to blend my spot concealing. Like I go in with the 03 brush to put down the product. And then I go in with the little 13 mini and just kind of like really, really lightly just blend, like pat it in and then pat around the edges. It doesn't necessarily have to be this brush, but I just like the size of it for this type of thing. And I have lots of spot concealing to do today, unfortunately. I'm not going anywhere. I'm getting ready to film some other stuff, but I just needed to have my base done. So I figured I'd do it with you guys before I film. That looks pretty good considering how we started. You know what I mean? Of the minis, yeah. The minis are so good. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Does my nose contour look blended to you guys? Like, is it okay? I feel like there's like a little section right here that's bothering me. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna throw down my eye primer before I set with any powder and finish off my brows and stuff. Once again, I'm gonna use Nikki's brush. Oh my god, hi UK. What up? Okay, good. You can't see any contour lines. Then I blended it. I might have blended it all the way, but as long as it's blended. Would I ever consider doing a meet and greet? Maybe. I don't know how I would do that kind of thing. It used to be like a thing, like back in the day, that like a brand would organize. Technically, I did do one, but it was before anybody knew who the fuck I was. I did it with this like makeup brand that I was working with. And I remember, I mean, I was like an influencer, but I was like very, very small. And I remember they were let's just do a meet and greet, and uh, who cares? Like people will probably get in line. And it was at like a beauty convention or whatever. And I remember people asking, like going up to the brand and being like, "Who is she?" It was very funny. I think that was the only one I ever did though. But yeah, I mean, I would. I don't really know how to organize that kind of thing. And I mean, part of me is a little bit paranoid about like just being like, oh, I'm gonna be at this place, like come hang out, you know? Because like there are weird people on the internet who could like kill me if they wanted to. Like you don't know. I don't know. It's okay, Lauren. When I see your name, I just think of Lee Cronin. Lee Cronin's Crixie and Tatya. For whoever was here last. All right, what am I doing? Setting. I'm gonna set with powder. So I'm gonna use my Bare Minerals powder. Oh, I turned off my heating pad. Okay. I'm gonna use my Bare Minerals powder, the original setting powder. But I might mix it with a little bit of Huda Beauty just to brighten it for my under eyes. Because I've really been liking this Bare Minerals powder, but I need more shades. I need lighter shades, I need more shades, I need something a little bit more yellow. This is just like too pink for me. Just putting it in my hand. I'm gonna do my under eyes first. I'm gonna use Nikki's N14 brush. This little sponge. I'm peeling a little bit on my nose. What the fuck? It's okay, it's not that noticeable. We're gonna get through it. It's gonna be fine. I'm just holding my hand like this. Okay, now I'm just gonna go to just the Bare Minerals powder. You can't see it. Okay, good, I can see it. It's like right here, right in that area. And then like a little bit around my nostrils, but as long as you can't see it, then we're fine. Just a little strategic setting. I'm gonna make sure that I hit all the areas where I spot concealed. And you know what? I have a tendency to forget to set my nose, but then my nose ends up looking really shiny. Which seems strange. As a person who's used to oiliness and the T-zone, you'd think that I would prioritize that, but I do tend to forget. I'm wearing the, I know it is, it's really good. I like this powder a lot. I'm wearing the Bare Minerals foundation, the liquid foundation. And then because I have breakouts around my temples, like as I turn, because that's shiny, you can like really see it. So I like to make sure that I'm kind of mattifying that area. Not so that it's completely matte, but just so that like it softens that effect a little bit. And then speaking of Bare Minerals, I'm going to use my little secret weapon. Wait, is it down there? Did I put it up here? My little Bare Minerals well rested. If I can find it. Wait, no. What the fuck? I don't know where I put it. I usually use that to like double up on concealing. If like there's little areas that haven't, you probably can't hear me right now. Hold on. Where is it? Where it is? Fuck. Do I have that other mineral setting powder? Nope. And I don't feel like getting up and looking for it, so just kidding. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to ignore it. Can I ignore it? Am I capable of ignoring it? No, I'm not. So, okay. Another thing that I like to do sometimes, if I feel like, okay, so I've spot concealed and I set, but I can still kind of see these little like areas that are bothering me, I will, this is something that I learned from Lisa Eldridge back in the day, take a little bit of a setting powder put it in my hand. Then I will take my concealer and I will make a little, it's basically like a little pasty mixture, okay? Which might not seem ideal, but when you have a spot that you need to conceal, all bets are off, okay? You know what I mean? There's still going to be texture there because it's raised, but it creates more full coverage. And then you can kind of just like buff it into the rest of the skin. Yes, you missed it. I just did that today, actually. I mixed a little bit of the Lisa Eldridge highlighter in with my color corrector, and then I went with the Rare Beauty concealer, which I don't know if you can even really see it, to be honest. Like, once I went in with the powder, I don't know that it's really doing anything. I think it looked pretty before powder, but I needed to set. So I wonder, I wonder, maybe maybe the Rare Beauty Pearl was good for this technique, since I'm using not just a concealer but a color corrector as well, because I mixed it in with my color corrector. So, you know, like, I think my under eyes look nice, but I do feel like once I set them with powder, we lost a bit of the luminosity. Although where you guys are right now, like, technically I'm lit for my camera, which is up here, so. I mean, I think my under eyes look nice. I will say my dark circles were really dark today. And I do think the Maxine's Revenge concealer is not quite as full coverage as what I needed. But I think, like, all together it looks really nice. But yeah, I'm not seeing that same, I'm seeing the teeniest bit of glow underneath my eyes, but like not like the Rare Beauty one. So if you liked that effect, which I felt like was pretty stark, compared to the other side or whatever, where I didn't do the color corrector, I feel like you're gonna want more pearl. You're probably gonna want more pearl than the Lisa Eldridge one. But if you don't need as much pigment, like if you don't need as much full coverage, then I think it could actually, oh, I moved my trash, I forgot. Oh. Then it actually, I think the Lisa Eldridge one could be really nice. So for instance, if you have more mature skin and you don't have as much pigment to conceal, but you want some of that luminosity and you're going to use something like a concealer that's going to be like slightly more on the sheer side, maybe not like sheer, but like not as full coverage, then I think that that combination will probably be very flattering on your skin. Yeah. Let's finish off the brows, because then I gotta get going on these fucking videos, dude. It's 2 o'clock. I feel behind. Video for eyes. Which video for eyes? I'm filming a makeup look for eyes today. All right, I'm gonna use my sponge. I mean my soap. Soap. Spoolie. Setting mist, because it's what I got. Does Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint work on top of sunscreen for you? It does, as long as I don't pile up, like I've said earlier, don't pile up my skincare. It's not too wet, because the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint is nice and hydrating. It's not like wet, but if I do too much skincare plus my sunscreen, I'm gonna have a bad time. I'm gonna have a bad time. What is better, skin tint or a good concealer? I mean, you're talking to a girl with dark circles, so for me, a good concealer. Like nothing's ever gonna beat a good concealer for me. I like a skin tint, but I'm not like I I don't die for a skin tint the way a lot of people do. Like I think it's fine. I think it's nice. I think like I didn't like them for many years because most of them were way too wet for my skin. Lisa, I feel like really changed the game when it came to skin tints. Um, yeah, I don't know. Really bright eye look, yellow, orange, and ridiculously summery. Oh, I'm doing pastels. I'm planning on doing pastels. Like I have in my mind, I have because I'm doing Pride, so like I'm gonna play off of this. So like green, um, like a lime green with like pinks and blues and purples and maybe some yellows, you know? But yeah, I should probably do like a really summery look soon. I do want to like do more eyeshadow looks. It's a nice green, right? It's a good green. I'm pretty obsessed with it. All right, I'm just waiting for my brow hairs to whatever. I'm gonna give my lashes a little bit of a curl. This is something that I've been doing recently. I think I mentioned this in my last live stream, but before, like way before applying mascara, actually, I think I filmed a short about this that I forgot to edit that I need to put up. And I'm just gonna tell you right now. But if I upload the short, you have to like it and comment on it or something, since I'm giving you the exclusive info. But something I've been doing is curling my lashes way before ever putting mascara on. And what this does, in my opinion, is it really like allows them to set in that curl before you ever put anything on them. Because usually what I'm used to doing is curling my lashes and then immediately putting this like wet mascara on it, and then my lashes fall. So instead, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give them a curl and let them sit without putting something heavy on top right away. And to me, this is kind of like it's kind of like the girls who like curl their hair and then will like hold it in the curl while it cools. You know what I mean? Kind of like that thing to me. So I'm gonna really curl them and then just let them like chill while I do the rest of my videos. Look at them. You guys, if you need any like motivation to pick up the Swede Lash Serum and start using it, spoiler alert, it's in my favorites video that I'm gonna film today. Like, oh my god, has it made a huge difference. I have a lash over here that like you can't see it now because I've like curled all of them with it, but it's like this. It's like out here like this. And I've always had my lashes have always done this. They've always been like straight and pointing down. Damn, dude. Lash. The lash serum from Swede. Also the mascara. The mascara is really good. Now that I actually have some lashes. So yeah, if you were a non-believer, like I was for the longest time, I'm telling you, it's incredible. It's like so, so good. Holy shit. My top? Oh, it does kind of look like a little bit yellowy. No, I mean it's like kind of lime, but it's definitely a little bit like a yellow green lime. Yeah. Are my brows set yet? Oh, they are. Okay, let's do this thing. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the tried and true, which is NYX Cosmetics. That's espresso. I don't need that. I don't even know where that I lash. Lash? I saw ash and I said lash. Ash brown. And this might be my old one. It kind of exploded. I'm gonna fill in the little gaps, which like there aren't that many, but especially at the tail. where I like things to be a little darker. Okay. This is coming out really heavy and dark, and I was like, wait, I'm using ash brown, right? You gotta be careful sometimes if you store them upside down. And then oh, okay, that was a lot, but I do like to extend my tail. Shh. I don't know if you can hear my phone buzzing. All right, now the trick is getting these two even. Dude, did you guys watch Widow's Bay? We just finished it yesterday. It's so good. I love that show. I'm really glad there's going to be a second season. There is a part of me that feels a little torn though, because sometimes when something is really, really good, I want it to just be like a one-off season, because they always have the potential of ruining it. They always have the potential of ruining it. You never know. But Patricia is my queen. Patricia is my mare, as far as I'm concerned. It's so good. All right. I don't remember I was looking. I gotta like do the different angles that I can see like where I missed. You never want to get caught at a dinner and then you look down and you have like a big chunk over here that you didn't see because you didn't look at yourself in that angle. They look a little dark here, but like I love a dark brow. So good. Especially with my my hair's blonde. I gotta fix my hair too and put some jewelry on and stuff. Oh my god, you guys, I completely forgot that I promised I was gonna film my ring stack. You know what, let me just, since we're here, let me just take you through what I'm wearing right now on my ring, for my rings. It's not gonna be linked, but I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, and then it'll be linked once we these are a little bit different than what I have been wearing. I switched them up a little bit for today. But this guy is sick as fuck. Little citrine. I'm kind of obsessed with citrines. Don't know if you know that. Little citrine in a sterling silver that I got on Etsy. Okay. Then these guys, here, I'll show you closer. These guys, this is also, I mean, I think it's fake, but like it's a little like citrine type situation that I got. It's got a twisty band. It's kind of twisty right there. And I got that also on Etsy. This one, this like doubled up one, I have no idea where I got it. I don't remember. It might have been on Etsy. It might not have been. Okay. This one, the sparkly, is from a really cheap Amazon brand called Pavoy, which I believe I talked about in my earring video that I did recently. And then this, brother, this is a citrine. This is from Lisa Eldridge Jewels. The Mina ring citrine. It is my prized possession. It was a gift from Lisa Eldridge, and I wear it every single day. It is fucking gorgeous and glorious. And look at all of these together. Aren't they fantastic? Like, oh my God. It does feel a little bit wrong to wear this with anything else because it is the best piece of jewelry that I own. but yeah, so that's this. I mean, look at the difference, like the way that shines. Like, look at that little, oh my, oh, right there. Right there. That's how you can tell that this shit right here is fake. Yeah. I don't know if this one is or not, but it wasn't super expensive or anything. So, and then over here I have also from Etsy this little pinky ring, which is cute. I just liked the texture of it. And then that's probably just like a piece of glass, or maybe it's cubic zirconia. I honestly don't remember. This thick silver band is from Missouri. It's pretty beat up, I gotta be honest, but I do like it. And then this is a crown. It was called like the broken crown right here. It's broken. And I have no idea what it means. There was some like some gothic type shit. I don't remember. It was like something. I got it when I went to the Lady Gaga concert. I was looking for gothic jewelry. So that's currently what I'm wearing right now. And then obviously the Vivienne Westwood saucer drop pearl earrings. And I have mentioned this a million times, but I'm just going to reiterate all my flat back ear piercings are Missouri, but I don't think they like basically don't even have their flat back earrings anymore, which is horrific. I went on the website recently. They I think they have some gold ones. They don't have any silver anymore. So I kind of wish that I had gotten some silver ones when I went to redo my earring stack like a couple years ago or whenever that was. But whatever. All right. Anyway, I gotta go because I have 2 videos to film. But thanks for hanging out with me while I do my base. And to wrap up, I have nothing. Just thank you. Thanks for watching. Here, I'll give you a like a legit angle of the makeup with the right lighting because you guys were in kind of like a weird position. Oh, I dropped the fucking tripod, but at least you guys weren't on it this time. Okay, ready? So you should be like here. Ooh. Right? So pretty. Maybe like there. Yeah, I think that's actually that makes sense. Okay, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go film some shit. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.